Oasis TV, bringing you a world of programming.
When anybody makes up their mind, they choose to do something, and they're going to be unwavering in their choice, there's a certain amount of power and focus that takes place, and there's an alignment in the body as well, and an alignment in spirit. The concept being that we live by what we see, what we smell, what we hear, what we taste, and what we feel. And those senses are what plug us into our environment. So as long as we keep getting feedback from our environment, we really are not really creating, but actually responding to the stimuli that we're consistently picking up. Those stimuli distract the brain from a long thought, from an intended thought. Because the moment that we make up our mind to do something, the feedback from the body or the feedback from the environment may discourage the human being in the next moment, that they may not want to do it anymore. For example, when a person wants to break a habit, when they want to break something, right? They say, today I'm doing this and today's the first day. Well, at the end of the first day, they notice that their body's giving them feedback, saying, boy, I'd like to have that cigarette, or boy, I'd like to eat the chocolate cake, or boy, I'd like to, indulge in whatever it was I made up my mind about. And that's because the senses, what we feel, hear, smell, taste, and see, constantly trigger different, what we call neuronets or neurological processes in our brain that flash pictures that distract us from our internal desire or our internal picture.
Now, does brain chemistry come into play here as well? That certain people may have lower levels of certain things in your system? Yeah.
And now the brain is such a complex organism. It's just, science has only scratched the surface in beginning to understand what it potentially can do. But brain chemistry has to do with neurotransmitters. And neurotransmitters are the chemical messengers that allow information to be passed from one nerve cell to another. A person who's depressed, for example, lacks certain neurotransmitters because they've been through periods in their life that were highly stressful, and they've basically overutilized or overused all the neurotransmitters in their brain. When we develop the art or the ability to concentrate and focus and intend on a focus and a desire, what happens is the brain actually changes chemically. It starts matching with the hologram that's being created in the mind to produce the neurotransmitters to make that image become more actualized or more realized. And the end result is it produces vitality, or it alters body health, or it changes physiology. Those are the messages that are being passed on as a result of some thought, in spite of your body and your environment. You see, it's really simple. That the science now knows that the brain processes about 400 billion bits of information in 1 second. The thing is, we're only aware of about 2,000 of those bits. And the 2,000 of those bits have to do with our body and our environment. Does your back hurt? Are you tired? Are you hungry? Is it too warm? Is it too cold? It has to do with, stimulus that comes from our body and our environment. And yet, the brain is picking up information that we're not aware of.